Hey guys, welcome back to Popcorn and Champagne.
This is season 5, episode 6. Woo! Hey Tiff.
Hey Tony.
How are ya?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing peachy.
Lovely.
Yes.
Oh, I feel like this mic is like really close
I know.
and like intimate.
Yes.
But anyway, how's your week?
It's been good.
Thank God it's Friday.
Yes. Thank God it's Friday.
Okay. Oh, let's talk about Chance. So Chance, what's he doing?
Chance is good. Chance is good. We're getting ready for spring game, and so we're going up there next week. He's been doing really well in spring practice, and so I'm excited. Thanks for asking.
Of course. We
How
love
is-
Chance.
Yes, we love Chance. How are you? What you been up to?
Nothing. I ain't doing it.
Nothing exciting at all.
Nothing exciting.
I get
No, it's been
It's
quiet.
been a slow week, huh?
That's right.
I get it. Now it's time for
Infotainment.
Honey, can the Combs stay out of the news for a little bit?
Can't stop, won't stop.
Okay. Diddy's son, Christian King Combs, is being sued for sexual assault. So apparently, this alleged victim, she actually has recordings, audio recordings of this, where he's trying to force her during this yacht party that happened. I think it was 2022. And he kept trying to get her to take a shot. And they think it was drugged.
He was trying to roofie her.
Yeah. So he got that apparently from his dad, allegedly. So the Combs are having a difficult time right now.
Yeah, I'm kind of over it.
Yeah.
Now, but wonder when they're gonna make a move, and
I don't know, but I'm gonna be here for it.
so they're just collecting evidence
Yeah.
and just trying to build a case.
And
all
then
that.
earlier this week, Justin's mom, Misa, came out and she was talking about how forceful the raid was, how they were with the young black men, and how
they arrested them. Put them
Yeah,
in
they
cuffs.
put them, really aggressive with them, and they said it really wasn't warranted for them to be that aggressive.
Well, she's a mama bear for real.
I get her.
She does not
Yep,
play.
I get her.
So yeah, stay tuned for that. The drama continues.
The drama continues. Won't stop. What does he say? Can't stop, won't
Can't stop,
stop.
won't stop.
There you go. Now it's time for reality show recap.
Bet It All on Blonde on Bravo. Premiered March 6th. It's a 2-part doc about our girl Erika Jane. Go on, talk about a girl.
I'm not going to do it.
Okay, so it chronicles her journey to her new residency in Las Vegas, and she's at the it's House of Blues. She's at the House of Blues.
Yep.
And it is kind of painful to watch. I mean, one of the things I used to love about Erika was just her showmanship, right?
Yep.
Like
They call it the ultimate showman.
yes,
Yeah.
And I watched this and I thought she looks amazing.
She does.
But her creator, well,
The producer, creative director.
yes, Mickey, who has stood by this woman
Yeah.
through thick and thin.
Yeah.
He just was so frustrated
Yeah.
because she just wasn't bringing it
Yeah.
like she normally does.
Yeah.
And I thought on that last half when it was opening night, I said, what's missing? She doesn't have that weight on her anymore.
Oh, she's got Ozempic now. So
I just
she
feel like that weight made her more voluptuous and, all of that. But then, of course, everything she's been through.
That's what I was going to say. I think she's just more distracted and stressed, One of the things I did like about her, I thought this documentary was not good. Number one, it was burnt popcorn for me. But one of the things that I did like about her is when Mickey would get on to her about her not giving it, she was coachable. She received it. I know I'm not doing it good. I couldn't resist. I had to do it. I'm not on my A game. You're right. So I really like the fact that she recognized that she was not there.
She was
not there.
She wasn't.
But she usually does own it.
Oh, she kills it.
When I tell you she can read
Yes.
like she is a black girl.
That's right.
She can read like none other.
She can.
Yeah. So
But
I do
she
like
was
it for that.
totally open on the doc.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. I mean, it was something missing. She was definitely distracted.
Yeah, I think so too.
But
I
she
think so.
looked beautiful.
Yeah,
and
she
they
did.
said the residency did well.
Yeah.
Like her
but she
shows
was
did
there
well.
once before, I think, wasn't she?
She was on Broadway.
Okay, on Broadway, but I thought she was in Vegas once before.
I've never known her to be there before.
Maybe
but,
I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
I would go see her if I was out
Yeah.
there. I like
yeah.
Erika.
I like Erika too. Let's talk about Potomac.
Yes. So now we're
Potomac.
in reunion season now. The first one just aired.
Last week.
Yeah, but the second one didn't come this week or something. But yeah, so it's a lot of drama going on with that group.
Okay.
Right? So you got, well, it's announced that Candace is not coming back. She decided not to come back.
She decided. She did not get fired.
But what is Giselle going to do?
She's still on the show. I think she's got a year to prove it.
Okay.
Who I really wish they would have gotten rid of is Ashley.
Yeah.
And maybe NECA. Perhaps Wendy.
I can't stand Wendy.
I just,
I want to like Wendy.
Yeah.
But I just feel like she is just a negative Nancy at everything.
Everything. Yeah, I get it on that. Her energy is negative.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, I did not like this season at all, especially with the Nigerian thing with her and NECA and the Shaw and all of that. I did not like that. It was not good. NECA brings nothing to the show.
Yeah.
I think Bravo thought that was going to be a good storyline. It wasn't good.
Yeah.
It was not good.
I think that because they have similar backgrounds, probably they were onto something.
Yeah, it
But
failed
instead,
miserably.
it did.
It failed miserably.
It did.
I didn't like it.
I was just talking about with you that I like that Giselle and Candace are kind of hashing it out.
Yeah. But they're not going to ever be back.
No.
And I liked them together when they were cool. I really
do
did.
too.
I liked them. But no, when Giselle was saying she was getting the death threats and things, with her family. And then, with Candace saying that Giselle said that Chris made her feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
His business suffered
sexual
from that.
harassment.
Yeah, his
Yeah.
business suffered from that.
It did.
And, I don't think they'll ever get back. I don't.
Yeah. And then Giselle's dad died.
Yeah.
Which was
sad.
so sad.
So sad. Yeah.
So we'll see what's coming next.
And
next
of course,
season.
Karen Hugler, the Grand Dame.
Yes.
Yes. She was doing a lot with her lips.
So
on
I
this
think
episode.
This is what I think.
Did she have a messed up tooth?
So
Did she have to push back in or something? What's going on?
and I think those are all her teeth, but I think she's triple 60. I'm sorry, triple 20.
Yes.
Excuse
She
me.
looks fabulous
She
for a
looks
60-year-old.
fabulous.
She does.
But she admitted she had work done.
Yeah.
But when you got to be careful, like when you get work done like that, it will trickle down somewhere. It got to go somewhere.
You're going to start looking like Madam, right? From Solid Gold, right? For you people that may not know about that.
Oh, and Karen, I love you, but
Yeah.
when she holds her mouth a certain way, it got that
I
old.
hate when she does
She got that old woman mouth.
Well, did we talk about her last week when she was in the DUI? She got a DUI?
No, we did not talk
Yeah,
about
she got
that.
a DUI. She got a DUI a couple weeks ago as she was leaving the reunion, I believe. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. I
But
can't
that
remember.
little
Yeah.
lace front wig she's wearing. is
Beautiful.
everything.
Oh my God. It was
It's
gorgeous. I loved it.
But yeah, she got a little old woman mouth.
Yes, she does. But anyway, tune in to Bravo for the Potomac reunion. Now it's time for documentary recap.
Yes.
Ooh-wee.
Quiet on the Set, The Dark Side
Of
of
Kids.
Kids TV premiered on March 17th. Guys, listen, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Nickelodeon was tripping like
I
this.
did not either. So Nickelodeon has had like a ton of stars. You had Amanda Bynes, right?
Yes.
Now that explains
mess.
It explains everything. So apparently this guy that was a showrunner and producer, his name was Dan Schneider,
He was
right?
the head of the class.
Okay. Was he on Head of the
Yeah.
Class? He was it. That was him.
That was him. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so he essentially ran Nickelodeon, right? I remember when Nickelodeon first came out. I don't remember this. I know this part of this era because it was like the late 90s. I checked. I mean, I wouldn't be in it by then. And then the early 2000s because I remember my Chance used to watch it.
Yeah.
But anyway.
He was the producer.
He was a producer, showrunner. He saved Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
He had these hit shows amongst kids. He wanted to have like a sketch comedy feel.
Like
but
a younger
for kids.
SNL.
Yes, but for kids. And then, so apparently this guy did not like women. He was not paying them fairly. The children, he had people around the children that shouldn't have been around the
right.
children, that were sexually abusing these children, that were doing these mind games with these children. Sorry.
The skits that he would do were like sexually, provocative things.
That no kids should be doing.
Ariana Grande.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that was the worst. Laying on the bed with the water and then the potato
water all over her chest. And
Yeah.
it just was.
But
stuff
you know
that
what
kids-
I got from that is that those kids have so much childhood trauma
Yeah.
from that era of when they were actually on there. Like, I was sad about the little black boy that was on there.
It was.
And then he didn't get to come back. And was it because of the mom, you know, that was being like a stage mom, or was it racism?
Right. I mean,
You know?
they shut out all the parents that
Yeah.
really cared.
Yeah.
And so he would blackball them from the set. But this is my thing is, like, what was wrong with us as just people, knowing that he's squirting stuff on their faces, like,
Yeah.
you know, inappropriate things.
Yeah.
How did that go on like
don't
that?
know.
Why is this now like becoming like this whistleblower situation?
I think because people were laughing at it. And when you know better, you do better.
I guess.
You know, but a lot of the things that they were doing was so inappropriate.
like R. Kelly, like the same thing. Like,
Yeah.
we singing these songs
Yeah.
and we
like Diddy's songs now.
Yeah,
Some of the
it's
stuff
just-
he's saying in his
yeah.
songs, I know.
And it's just like we just don't
We
care.
just be like, oh, that sound good. Hey, yeah.
And
but then,
so looking at this right here, and,
Yeah.
and so the guy who played in the show that you said Chance watched,
Drake and Josh or something like that. Yeah, Drake
listen,
and Josh.
broke my heart.
Oh, my God.
The dad of, was it Jake?
That was Drake's dad was like, okay, so Drake was on this show, and Drake's dad said, one of the producer guys, he was actually one of the
an acting
voice, he was an
coach?
acting coach, was like saying, watch him. He did not feel comfortable
Yeah.
around him. This guy convinced Drake to separate from your dad.
That's right.
We're going to make you a star. We know better. Your dad knows nothing. And then he does that.
That's right.
And then this guy ends up sexually assaulting this guy, this kid, for years. For years.
And he was the only child that really went to court.
Yeah.
And the guy didn't really get convicted of anything.
No.
I mean, I think he got.
Well, he's back on other TV shows on Disney.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. That's just really sad. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was definitely a champagne moment.
Yeah.
It is a great documentary.
I
and
agree.
It just makes you sick because you think you let your children watch
Yeah.
this.
And I just like, you know, I sometimes you got to think about these parents, how they felt like when they're saying, okay, we're going to go in this other room and you guys stay here because, you know, we're trying to do a show. And you're putting your kids in harm's way unknowingly.
That's right.
Unknowingly. It's
All
really
for fame,
sad. All
honey.
for fame. And all those kids, as rich as they were, they have
Yeah.
childhood trauma.
Yes, they're all messed up.
All messed up. All messed up.
So anyway, next we have drama show recap.
Ooh, this is so good.
It's guys, another Apple TV. It's called Manhunt. It premiered on March 15th, and it is so good.
You know, anything historical, I'm on it.
Yes.
I love it. I'm so glad you told me about this. This is the miniseries that was created from a book that was called Manhunt, the 12-Day Chase for Lincoln's Killer. So this is about John Wilkes Booth that assassinated President Lincoln.
Yes.
This show is beautifully done.
It is.
I love how they, you know, I were talking about this, how they start, like you see the president get assassinated. He was a coward, shot him in the back of the head. John Wilkes Booth was going down as a martyr. He was like working for the Confederates. He was the, you know, wanted to be a leader in the South. But what I like about it is how it's a really good storytelling
It is.
movie.
It's
or
breaking it all
drama.
down. And John Wilkes Booth was like a Brad Pitt back then.
He was an actor.
He was like
the actor.
very accomplished actor. He was famous.
Yep.
People came from all over to come see him perform. And this was the man that killed Abe Lincoln.
Yep. And the people in the South were happy, you know, that he did it.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's just really good.
It is.
The person that really stands out most to me is the president, the Secretary of War,
Edward Stanton.
He is still trying to continue Lincoln's legacy, you know, of freeing the slaves and whatnot, because you've got the Vice President, Andrew Johnson, who is dumb, uneducated, a racist.
And becomes president.
Yeah, pro-slavery, never went to school. I mean...
And so he's trying to, you know, reverse everything that Abe did, the Reconstruction and all of that. The land grants, Johnson is trying to reverse.
Yeah.
Which he did. What is it?
40 acres and a mule.
And so it's just really sad
It
to
is
see
sad.
all that work.
Yeah.
But Edwin Stanton, I must say, is, I'm just amazed at how he moves for the black people.
Yeah.
Right. And so
he wanted to see it through.
That's right. And he wants justice.
That's right.
For Abe Lincoln's assassin.
That's
and
right.
He has really bad asthma.
Yes, he does. That was sad.
Which is kind of preventing him from doing his job. But I can't get enough of it. Like Tony says. Oh, and also the slave girl
Mary
Sims, who's being played by Lovey Simone, is doing an amazing job.
She is. It's hard for me to watch stuff like that.
Yeah.
That part, when the mistreatment of African Americans, that's really hard for me to watch. But she is doing an amazing job. One of the things, though, that was a trip was the amount of help John Wilkes Booth had after he killed the president.
That's right.
The amount of people that were like, you are a hero.
Yeah.
And how he went to the doctor where Mary is, Aunt Mary, the guy she was living with, who took her as a slave, right? And how everybody's been so helpful and accommodating to this man.
Yeah.
But he was mistreating Mary.
But it's starting to weaken, right?
Yeah.
Because now the war is over.
Yep.
And people are tired. They have fought. People have lost lives.
Yep.
And they're like, we were out there on the battlefield.
Right.
You took the coward way out.
That's right.
By shooting a man in the back of the head. So I think we're finding where it's unraveling, where people are like giving up his location and, not being so.
And most of the African Americans in this series are heroes.
That's right.
They are heroes.
That's
so
right.
Kudos to them. Yep.
So yeah, definitely tune in,
that
guys.
is excellent. We got one episode left, and it is amazing.
I hope they bring it back.
I do too. Well, I mean, the story's gonna be
know.
ended by then. I mean, we know what happens. Yeah.
So next we have weekly focus recap.
Oh, this is you, baby.
No, it's gonna be you too. BMF season 3, episode 5, the Battlewood of Techwood. So guys, let me just tell you, it was a lot going on in this episode. So Meech comes back to Atlanta. Terry comes with him. And they are to set up a meeting with, so Stax, 2 Chainz, basically wants to, make up with Meech and say, hey man, let's get back on it. I made a mistake.
Well, she's a good actor too.
He's doing really well.
Yes.
But all along, Stax is setting Meech up with this other drug dealer called Glock. So Meech wants to make peace with Rennie King, who runs Techwood Projects. And so what happens is when they're in the midst of trying to, make this peace, well, here comes Stack and Glock, and they, ambush them. And so it's this huge shootout, okay? So Meech and Terry, they escape and everything, but a lot of people get killed, including Stax. So 2 Chainz is dead.
Gone.
But the heartbreaking part of it all is Detective Bryant.
Oh.
So Detective Bryant, because he messed up Ren King, the lesbian drug lord, he messed up with Meech getting away with the shipment.
Right.
And so the punishment for Detective Bryant was she removed the protection that she had on his son. And girl, when I tell you, Detective Bryant came to go see him, and he was all beat up, black and blue. And he was like, son, what happened to you? What happened to your face? And just like, Dad, they're not protecting me anymore.
Sad.
He got raped.
Oh my God,
it was
that's horrible.
It's horrible. So girl, Detective Bryant leaves there to go to Detective Hughes' house to ask for help because he's like, I'm at my wit's end. My son is going to die. He gets over her house. There's a shootout over there.
Yeah.
Ren King goes and shoots up all of that and kills that other black detective lady. It's just a mess. And so then Bryant gets a call.
Yeah.
And they tell him to come back to the jail, and his son has killed himself.
That's very troubling.
I mean, it was so
and
sad.
I feel so sorry for that kid because he really wanted to live up to his dad's expectations. His dad wanted him to be this strong, strapping kid, and he wasn't.
So he left him a note, and
Yeah.
he was saying, I'm not strong like you. And that was, girl, I don't know what Detective Brian is going to do now, but I know it's on because that's all he had was his son. So now.
So he don't care now.
Yeah.
So
and
the next couple episodes about to be on.
We got to talk about Lucille and Charles real quick.
Lucille and Charles. They cutting up.
Lucille done gave up the cookies, y'all, to Charles, honey. The drought is over. Okay.
But Charles been cutting up too.
Well, no, he's been trying to do good. And so he got her this little mixtape that he made her. He got a track, and he made this love song to her, and that's what made her get in, pull them panties
But
down.
she was thinking about somebody. Was she thinking about somebody else?
Well, after Charles, hit it, then she done pulled out the doctor's card. It was about to go to town off the card.
What is she gonna do? Go to town?
Go to town, girl.
Go to town.
And then Charles came back in the room, was like, I want some more. And she's like, oh, Charles,
Stop it.
Yes. He was like, girl, you got me feeling like a teenager out here.
Look at Aaron just shaking his head.
I was like, go get it, Charles.
That's awful.
Oh,
That's
God.
awful. Y'all better check that out. It's been a pretty good season,
It
you
has
think?
been. Yeah.
Yeah?
It's been good. So we'll hit y'all up with episode 6 next week.
What's that title?
Casualties of War.
It's hilarious. Now it's time for What You Watching.
Yeah.
What is this? We were the lucky ones on
Hulu. So it is so good, Tony.
What is it?
So it's about the beginning of World War II.
Ooh, and again,
Have to watch
historical dramas. I love that.
I am hooked.
Really?
And it's focused around a family. Normally when you hear about Hitler and everything, it's not a lot of movies that really start you from the beginning. Like with
You got build up to it. You got build up to it.
And so what they're showing you is probably about 2 years out from the war.
Okay.
And it's this lovely Polish Jewish family. And it's following them and just their struggles throughout the war and how they're surviving and getting out and trying to, just survive.
I'm going to have to check it out. If it's historical drama, I'm probably going to love that.
You're going to love it.
Okay, so Ripley on Netflix. I tried to watch this.
Yeah, it's in black and white.
I'm not digging it.
I watched half of the first
Me
episode,
too.
but
I'm not digging it.
I'm going to keep going.
I'm not digging it.
But yeah, that just came out.
Yeah,
this
Dakota
week.
Fanning is in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not digging it. I don't know how much I'm going to commit to that one.
Okay.
Next is Scoop on Netflix. And this is about the interview that Prince Andrew did in 2019 when he was denying being friends with Epstein.
Yes.
So I think this is going to be really
And the
good.
women surrounding
Yeah, and the
it.
women surrounding. So this is really all about the reporter that did the interview with him.
Okay.
So that's what that's going to be around.
Oh, yeah, that sounds
Yeah,
good.
that's going to be good. Because, especially now in light of everything that's going on with the royal family.
Yeah, because, honey, y'all had Kate husband cheating on her and everything.
Tiffany, I never told you that.
Oh, girl. And the girl can't even have cancer by herself, child. Y'all just got to put
Tiffany,
this woman's life
I
on blast.
never said
I
that.
felt so bad for her. She sat on that little bench and told
Wait a minute.
y'all she had
No,
cancer.
but was it really her? Was it AI?
Her hair was gorgeous.
It was AI. It was AI. But no, what was funny was when we were talking about it, you said, no, she's really sick.
I said, Tony,
she really
something
sick.
wrong with that girl.
She really said, what'd I say?
On TikTok. Okay, TikTok is not CNN.
It's Google. TikTok is Google.
All that conspiracy theory mess.
we do.
Anyway,
Yeah, I agree.
okay.
I'm sorry, Kate. My bad. Everybody's apologizing. I was a part of the hashtag Where's Kate. I'm sorry.
Whole thing.
My bad.
Anyway. Well, yeah, prayers to Kate. though.
Yeah, prayers to Kate. Yep. Thank you guys so much for joining us for another episode of Popcorn and Champagne.
Yes.
Make sure you follow us wherever you get
Your podcast.
your podcast and on social media.
Popcorn_champagne.
Oh, we have to give a shout out to our sponsors, Colonel's
Yes.
Popcorn.
We got some fresh popcorn
Ooh,
today.
this is yummy.
It's the Tony and Tiff mix.
where you can get what?
10% off. Go check it
Go
out.
check it out. Tamron Hall, I don't know what's up with you. We love you. Give us a call.
iHeartRadio, Black Effect, Charlamagne the God. All y'all. We're ready for syndication, bruh. Come on.
Come on. Bye, guys.
Bye. I love y'all.